Welcome back guys to a brand new video. Now today I wanted to let you guys know about the major update which should be going live today for Ark Survival Ascended across all platforms. Studio Wildcard did say this weekend, and today of course is the last day of that, so I'm sure we'll be seeing it some point later today. Or Studio Wildcard may have fallen asleep and got some rest over the weekend and it might come tomorrow. But they did say this weekend, so we're just waiting to find out. So many people are saying, so when's this weekend, Wildcard? So yeah, I will update you as soon as this goes live. But I wanted to go through the patch notes because there's a lot of stuff that is changing and it might be something you guys might need to change some server settings for or just prepare for. So if you do enjoy this video and it helps you out, drop a like and subscribe if you do enjoy it. Seriously supports me, and let's get in with today's video. Now, over at the LoadedCrysis cluster, we have a big giveaway that we're going to announce at 7,000 members in the Discord. So if you're someone that wants to come over for, whether that's giveaways or wants to join an amazing community full of so many servers completely free, we've got a whole cluster, whether you play PvE or PvP, come and join us. The link is down below to our Discord, and we're nearly there. We're only 10 members away from 7,000. So link to our Discord is down below. And thank you very much for your support. Right, so I'm sure you saw this massive community crunch. We went through it the other day. The future of Ark, it looks absolutely crazy. But also in this roadmap, they showed us the first major update ahead for Lost Colony. They said we're ready to roll out the first major update for Ark Lost Colony this weekend, bringing balance and progression alongside adjustments and a range of fixes and polish informed by early player feedback. This update addresses a lot of pain points from the expansion's launch last month, and it sets the foundation for what's next as we continue refining the Lost Colony experience. You'll find the full patch notes below, and as always, thank you to everyone who's been sharing valuable reports, feedback and suggestions. We'll continue polishing Lost Colony and iterating on improvements, and as you can expect, major updates with similar scope of improvements over the near term. So this update is going to be making some big changes to the Osidon, which I'm really interested to. So let's read through the balance changes, then we'll go through the bug fixes. So for the resource caches, they have reduced, well, this will happen once the patch goes live, the wave count from 5 to 3, remove the neophytes, increase XP awarded from spawned enemies by ×5, restore 20% health to the resource cache after completing each wave, increase the chances of getting Arctic armor / fabricated weaponry. As for the Osidon, during taming, wild Osidon heals back to 100% after dismounting the player. 100%. Osidon's taming time limit and numb icicles / dinos required now scales with taming speed multiplier config. For the fabricated crossbow, they will be increasing the fabricated crossbow damage in sniper mode by 33% and also increase fabricated crossbow base durability by 50%. As for the holo decoy, they reduced the holo decoy crafting requirements by approximately 30% and removed gunpowder as a holo decoy crafting requirement. Now, as for the bug fixes for this new update, so fix the case where a player inventory would visually disappear after teleporting away with a thrall. This has been a big one I've talked about in plenty of, I've actually just seen it. I've talked about it, but I've seen it posted constantly about the inventory. A speculative fix for players being unable to access terminals on the LC map. The Aurora or Snowdragon Skygate no longer blocks projectiles. The Snowdragon, they fixed the case where entering at the render distance would change its head rotation. When the Veilwind transforms, it should now keep its spade / neutered status. Fast traveling with beds should no longer break Soulwind minigame buff. Soulwind / Malwind should now update imprint bonus correctly. Fixed a case where Malwyn would rarely become invincible during missions. Fixed another feline form exploit. Beaver dams can now spawn on the Lost Colony map. Desmondus mini-boss will no longer stretch dinos and thralls when picked up. LC ambient sound should no longer be stacking. Mayguana can now enable nursing while underwater. Fixed a zero gravity bug with a bison attack. When controlling a thrall, it will now return back to the player character when teleporting into the boss arena. fix some LC Explorer notes not being translated properly, improved Lost Colony spawn points, LC City spawn will no longer be default spawn location in the list, fixed the case where thralls could spawn inside one of each other, updated ambushing strike description to match its effects, fixed a couple of LC map holes, fixed some LC assets not having proper collision, updated LC Ascension Explorer note icon, added some missing audio from waterfalls on the LC map, fixed the issue with the center displaying the wrong textures while on epic graphics, upsell for LC should no longer display incorrectly when set to Chinese, higher quality tech armor should now cost the appropriate amount when repairing, fix the lighting issue with character creator on consoles, client crash fix when users attempted to load into the game while in proximity of a taxidermy equipped with a custom cosmetic, fixed the crash when attempting to ascend with a thrall, and fixed a couple of server crashes. So this update is planned to go live, as I mentioned, they said this weekend, so it could be any point today. If you do see if you're in the ARK Discord or you're in the LoadedCrysis Discord, you will see at some point a notification, and if it comes from me, I could be doing an announcement, but most likely it will be from Studio Wildcard posting out about the new patch, and we just have to wait for that right now. There's been a lot of questions regarding the ASA Unreal Engine upgrade performance update. I told you guys it was coming in March, and yes, it's already within a week or even less than a week. Studio Wildcard have delayed it from being March 2026, and now they're currently targeting April 2026. Now, again, let me remind you, the Unreal Engine 5.5 upgrade was delayed so heavily, it was like nearly a year. Now, I'm not saying this is going to happen with this one, because they did say that they'd learned from the past update for the Unreal Engine 5.5, but always expect that something like the Unreal Engine 5.7 upgrade, when they're saying currently targeting, could always be pushed into May. It started as March. Funny enough, 5.5 started as March beforehand and didn't end up launching just before the Ragnarok launch. So I could even potentially see what this being Unreal. I mean, I hope it's April, but I could potentially see Wildcard saying it's coming out the month before. Maybe it comes out May again, and then in June the what's it called, Bob's Tall Tales, Tides of the Fortune, Genesis Part 1 launches the month after. Very, very likely, as Studio Wildcard like to follow in a pattern, but a pattern of delays. Now, again, in Studio Wildcard's very own words, they have referred to the Unreal Engine 5.7 upgrade as a magic bullet for performance improvement. They said internally, we're already seeing meaningful gains on the existing maps without sacrificing visual or memory. This is about as close to a magic bullet as performance work gets, a rare case where it's an unalloyed win. So will this be the true situation? Is this actually going to be the magic bullet that Ark Survival Ascended has needed, with another 30 to 40% performance gain across GPU and CPU? And will the console finally start to see better performance, as that's something that Studio Wildcard have said is going to be a major thing for Unreal Engine 5.7? Will they finally tell us the truth? Will this really be the case? I guess we'll find out some point into the future. But guys, that is really everything that I have to go through regarding updates for this game. Over the next couple of weeks, you will mainly just be expecting these major version updates to sort out Lost Colony and a few other issues for the game. Then further into 2026, we'll be getting closer to this Unreal Engine 5.7 upgrade. Once this is all released, obviously Survival of the Fittest is going to be coming out around about these times as well. Once this is released, it's going to potentially be one of the free maps for ASA. It's not confirmed yet, and then on our road to the June launch. I know it's not been confirmed June, but they said late Q2 2026 is the release of Genesis Part 1. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I'll catch you in my next one, and thank you for watching.